Hello and welcome into another week of CLNS Media Patriots Roundtables. I am your host tonight, Nick Quaglia, sitting with Mike Molyneaux and Marv Ezhan. All right, guys. So, Patriots week. Miami, down in Miami, Sunday. The game's back and forth. A lot of lead changes, but while I had a pit in my stomach this whole time, this is a game that realistically the Patriots should have walked away with a win. And you had that feeling through the fourth quarter when the Patriots are kind of taking over control of that game. And then something happens. The Patriots have a lead, 5-point lead. Miami, now coined the Miami Miracle. Ryan Tannehill throws a pass. Ball goes upfield, lateral. Ball is now in the hands of Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake keeps going. The Patriots are chasing him, but it seems like nobody's actually chasing him. 69 yards later, touchdown. The Dolphins win on the Miami Miracle. This video, we're just going to react to what the hell happened in the Miami Miracle. What happened to make the Patriots lose by a point? Reaction to the Miami Miracle. Marv, we'll start with you.
I wish you didn't start with me, Nick. I really don't want to talk about this game. Listen, the word miracle doesn't get thrown around loosely, because it's hard to explain what really happened. But to get to the point to where the Dolphins had to lateral, and score, Patriots had to mess up a lot. And that's exactly what they did throughout this whole game. One, their defense was non-existent compared to the Vikings game. You thought you had something going, and then you go into Miami, you guys, Frank Gore going off, Kenyon Drake going off, and Brandon freaking Bolden, 2 carries and I believe over 60 yards and 2 touchdowns on you. All of that is unacceptable for your team. And also, you just had some lulls. You had Gostkowski missing an extra point, missing the 43-yard field goal, and Tom Brady at the end of the second half, who played great. He had one of his great games, But at the end of the first half, he takes that sack when you have no timeouts left and left points on the board. Just is unacceptable, and it leads up to this Miami Miracle.
Yeah, react to that Miami Miracle.
I'm sick, Nick. The Miami Miracle is disgusting. It's one of the worst losses I can remember the Patriots taking, honestly. It's something that it should have never happened at all. And all I can do is think about the plays that beforehand that led up to this Miami Miracle. It's quite sickening.
Mike, how'd you feel watching that ball go downfield?
I think we can all agree that there are a lot of dumb and bad teams in the NFL. Easily.
A lot of them.
A lot of dumb teams.
Give me a whole list. There's a ton.
we can talk about those teams for a while. There are a lot of bad teams. And those bad teams usually make dumb mistakes. What the Patriots did on Sunday with letting that Miami Miracle happen, dumb mistake. But it was such a freak miracle of a play that I don't even feel like the dumb teams of the NFL would even let that happen. I've never seen something like that led up in all my years of watching football. There's usually some freak plays, some crazy Hail Marys that take place sometime. But to let a team with 7 seconds left on the clock go from their about 20, 30-yard line and score to win the game, I've never witnessed anything like that. And, throughout the course of the game, I feel like blame could have been tossed around in various people throughout the game and the mistakes that were made. But I honestly, truly feel like Belichick and Brady, this game, they've had great careers, whatnot. Everybody will talk about how great they've been throughout their careers. But if you ever want to harp on a bad game or a bad performance or a bad call or something like that in their career, that blemish in their career, this is a game will stand out.
Oh, it will. We're gonna talk about the dumbness of this game
so stupid
in a little bit, but just reacting to this one Miami Miracle play, unbelievable play. But before I do, guys, we got to talk about our boys and girls over at 1 in 100. The Patriots Roundtable is powered by our friends at 1in100. Go to 1in100.co, not .com. Do not type in .com. That's not the same URL. For your chance to win Killer Pats, Celtics, and Bruins tickets, not to mention an all-expense paid trip for 2 to the Winter Classic in South Bend. For 50% off, use promo code CLNS at checkout. That's 1in100.co. All right, yeah, so we're gonna talk about the dumb mistakes of this game a little bit in the next segment, but just still on with this. What is Rob Gronkowski doing in the end zone? What is going on? Tannehill's not going to throw what's going to end up being, once he drops back, a 73-yard bomb. He's just not. 74-yard bomb. He's not going to do it. You knew this was coming. This was really and if they did throw it downfield, it's not going to make it into the end zone. But sure, Gronk's out there. You know what irritates me more about that play? The fact that who he was substituted for, and Devin McCourty, one of your team's best tacklers. What are we doing? And on top of that, I don't know, this hasn't been talked about enough. And I've watched it's the first thing I picked up on when this happened. You see the replay after replay after replay after replay. Jonathan Jones.
Miss tackle.
The initial missed tackle. It almost looked like he was going for an interception of the ball. He didn't follow the ball. If he just squares him up, you don't have to pick the ball up, to pick the ball off. You don't have to knock it down. If he catches it, great. Tackle him. Hold him there. Wait for other people to get there. That's all you got to do. But instead, he goes to his left, completely whiffs on the tackle, and now all of a sudden this guy's running upfield. You had the clear shot on him, and you missed it. So that's the biggest area to me that blew my mind on that play. And then on top of that, everybody was guarding. It looked more so like the rest of the team was guarding to make sure that he didn't get another lateral off rather than trying to tackle him, because they were all running so slow and they were playing very conservative defense. It looked like bend don't break, right? It looked like their motto. It looked like bend don't break on the final play of the drive. It was unbelievable at the end. I'm speechless.
Exactly my same thoughts.
I watched that play. The people I was watching it with, everybody was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God." I'm sitting there. I didn't make a noise.
Oh yeah.
I was frozen.
Jaw dropped wide open in disbelief. Again, I was watching the game with Marv getting ready to do the post-game show, and he was just ready to shut the TV off, toss it out the window. And I'm just there with, again, my jaw dropped in disbelief of what I just witnessed. There's no way a team should ever allow that to happen. I don't care how good you are, how bad you are. Again, we said there's a lot of dumb teams in the NFL, and I don't even see like the Cleveland Browns doing something that stupid. And Cleveland Browns have done a lot of stupid things. But to let a play like that happen, that's just a lack of discipline. You're just stupid.
It's as if the Patriots didn't know that if the Dolphins scored a touchdown, that they were going to win the game. It's as if they didn't know that, like Nick was saying, how they were going very slow, the missed tackles, or maybe if we just swat the ball down. It was very passive, very conservative. And Miami's like, thanks, we'll just take this down the field. And if you have Kenyon Drake, all he has to beat is one man, and it's Rob Gronkowski. As great as he's played last week, we saw how slow he looked as well. And it was
he's hobbling. He's hobbling.
Oh,
right?
I don't know what kind of stutter step. It's like his legs turned into jelly trying to get a good angle at chasing Drake. I don't know what happened to Gronk there, but he just looked all kind of discombobulated when he was trying to chase down Drake. It was ugly.
Ryan Tannehill said in his post-game press conference, he threw the ball out, and he said something around this. I saw Gronkowski on the field, and I said, we got this. What? It just goes back to, why was Gronk on the field? I get it if you're at the 50-yard line. Chuck up a Hail Mary. You got big-ass Rob Gronkowski there. But he's not throwing the ball in the end zone. He's not. He's not going to do it. Why would you have him? It's
exactly, Nick. Exactly. It's words can't explain why that happened, and this game is going to be something we may look back to further down the line.
I heard Felger and Maz say this today. Jim Murray, this might be the 09 4th and 2.
Oh boy.
That
Oh
might be
my
it.
God.
Might be
I
the
don't think there was
09
anything
4th
worse
and
than
2.
that play right there, and that's a really good comparison because till this day, I still think about 4th and 2. So,
Yeah. Mm.
but 4th and 2, what was different about that? It's against the Colts, the dynamic Manning versus Brady, and it's against a great team. Miami Dolphins is not a great team.
Not at all.
The only history between y'all two is that you struggle playing down there. There's no history between Tannehill, Brady. This isn't a game that's going to be on, NBC, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. None of that.
It's a 1 p.m. game.
1 p.m. game. And
It's the Miami Dolphins.
And the nation's clowning on the Patriots right now.
Yeah, the butt of the joke. But they deserve it. They deserve it.
Oh, absolutely.
They do.